Hey, welcome back to the Crazy Tarot Show. Welcome back to the Chammy, the only channel on YouTube where you can get a professional tarot card reading from a house in a creepy graveyard from a haunted person with really cute dogs. So tonight I'm doing free yes, no, maybe so's, sometimes wise again, as well as paid readings, in-depth, general, twin flame, soulmate, new love. Hey, Cottonfly, welcome back to the Chammy. Also, we might channel the dead. I don't know. I don't know where tonight will go, but we will figure it out. Happy Saturday. I'm still on Friday, I think. Yeah, I think I'm still on Friday. Hey, Jeremy, how are you today? Sorry, the time kept changing, you guys. I got really confused. I apologize, and I'm fantastical. Anybody doing anything fun for the weekend? Excuse me. Got a frog in my throat. Wow. I literally thought you said you were about to get some burpees. I read it wrong. Oh, what kind of Slurpee? Give me a grape one. Hey, Liz, welcome back to the Chammy. My whole desk is a complete mess. I got these awesome no-cap gummies today, and they really chill me out nicely. I'm covered in chihuahua hair as usual. It's nothing but fun with them today. Made them steaky treats. So I know they appreciated that. Gave them several doses of CBD. I saw this weird and creepy short, Jeremy, from Jack Neal that he just recently put up. And I guess it's about somebody who went on a Tinder date at 3 a.m. And it brought up like memories from when I was an Uber driver. I guess some deranged man was being pretty deranged. But I thought to myself, how did the Uber driver know? And if the Uber driver wasn't the deranged man himself? Or had something to do with it? I'm sorry. I don't know if people are going to be... I didn't know if people were going to be deranged or not until I got there. Yeah. I remember this. I have this crazy story. So one night, here I am, Uber driving. And I would usually like to do Atlanta and the metro area, 10 a.m. till 11 p.m. Sometimes I'd go a little bit later. But I picked this guy up one night at a bar. He was stinking drunk. He's like, yeah, I can't ride my bike home because it's broken. So I'd seen it attached to the pole outside the bar. But it was so creepy how, he told me he'd, been in prison for 25 years, and he hoped that God could absolve him and blah, blah, blah. And he tried to drag me out of the car. It was really weird. It's like really bad. So that short was just totally triggering. Like, I never ever want to be an Uber driver again. My drummer is an Uber DoorDash driver as well. It ain't an easy job. Yeah, that's really cool, Jeremy. Awesome. So cool. And he tried to drag me out of the car. I poked his eyeballs. Pushed him out of the car. I didn't want to have to shoot his ass, so it was either, a good eyeball poking and a good push and shove. Got so many weirdos, though, definitely. Nothing more weird than doing airport rides. I also noticed that, like, one thing about doing airport rides is they have that weird little area for Lyft and Uber drivers here in Atlanta. And, like, you're not allowed to drive anywhere else unless you're going into the airport to pick up a client. I remember once I got lost at the Atlanta airport. I think I drove around that bitch like 20 times, 30 times trying to find a customer. Because they don't make it easy. Like, the GPS is so crappy. I didn't know what was happening. I was like, am I on a death loop? Somebody please call me that I know. My dad ended up calling me. It was interesting. I don't know what he was trying to do, Can't Fly. I think he was trying to have a physical moment with a natural born killer. I think that he was just very drunk and didn't know what he was doing. Most of the time, like being an Uber Eats driver, like when I would switch over to Uber Eats, most places I would drop off food. I would always like smell the herb coming from the house. And it was always just some stoner dude and his stoner girlfriend getting a snack. Really like laid back, nice and easy people. But I never ran into too much trouble. But maybe that's because of the hours I worked. Yeah, I don't ever want to do it again. Hey JH, how are you tonight? Welcome to the Jammy, the only channel on YouTube where you can get a professional tarot card reading from a haunted house and a creepy graveyard. From a haunted person. Does that girl LA like you? So how do you feel about it? Like, do you like them? Because 99.9% of the time when you like somebody, they usually like you too. I mean, that's just what I get from like remembering what it was like to be a kid. And being mostly a kid. At heart. She's an enemy for you. Thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it. We're going to turn the spirit box on in a minute. See what Spirit has to say to us tonight. So she's okay, let me read this. She's an enemy for you. I'm sorry I feel that way. Well, you know what they say. I'll give you a piece of La Cosa Nostra advice. Keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer. I'm kidding, JH. I'm just trying to make you laugh. So let's try to split the deck and see what Spirit needs you to know about this person right now. And then we'll turn the Spirit box on. Hey, Molly. Good golly, Miss Molly. How are you tonight? Take your enemy's toaster. But only if it doesn't have bugs living in it. Hey, Spirit, what does JH need to know right now? So, how are they your enemy when there's something about you and them and their emotional security? So, yeah, they like you. But if they're an enemy for you, I'm sorry you feel that way. Spirit says in this card, it doesn't have to be that way. Okay? Doesn't have to be that way. But I don't feel like there's going to be much of an opportunity in this right now. Spirit's just showing what you need to know about the situation. And remember, it's all for fun. So if you continue to believe that she has that kind of power, she will have that kind of power. And I understand it's difficult to get it out of your system. I do. I mean, I'll cry for 13 hours because someone is a jerk to me. Gosh, did you see that? Buttered toast. I want buttered toast, man. You know how they have powdered toast, man? Oh God, Cotton, that reminds me of that Law of Attraction Solutions subliminal. Like a hot, melting stick of butter. I want French toast. Someone bring me some French toast. I'll follow you anywhere. So I'm thinking of doing something different to my hair again. But I've just been too lazy. So I whipped this up for Elvis. So he could have a little entertainment as a ghost tonight. Sorry I didn't do a live when he passed away the other night. I think I passed out myself. Molly, my dad was so funny today. We went for a walk. He's like, "What's going on with your manicure? What's this one called?" I'm like, "It's called punk rock." Made him laugh. It's such a beautiful day. You took some Z-Quil? You're tired? Oh my gosh, really, Liz Love? That's so funny. That's so funny. Your dad used to say that. Well, welcome, JH. Please subscribe to the Tammy. And let's talk to some ghosts. I don't know that we hold on. I don't know that we will do Estes method tonight, but definitely turn this beast on and see. Oh yeah, duh, I gotta plug it in. So I bought these thingamajiggies from Amazon where you attach them to the pedals and you can just put batteries in them. Like, I'm not really used to an electronic pedal board where you have to plug it into electric. I'm used to having like pedals that you put 9-volt batteries in. So I found these pedals. I was like, oh yeah, no wonder I have these laying around because they have to use the AC adapter. Well, I found some like portable battery operated, like, you know, plugins that I could use, that they were just garbage. They didn't work. So I'm going to have to try to figure out how to fix them, or because Amazon won't take them back. Or maybe I can figure out which ones on Amazon really do work. Because I'd actually like to be able to take this to the graveyard, into the graveyard area where the actual tombstones are. I mean, we're in the graveyard, but there's just no marked graves in the yard, we think, except for a rose bush outside. But I'd like to take it over there to the actual graveyard and sit there and like do a live with you guys and see if we could get anyone to come through that and see what the REM pod would do. So I did mess around with that this week, trying to make it portable, because unfortunately it's only doable with electricity right now. I was kind of hoping to find something that also would just be like, oh, okay, here's a kind of a board that you can just run multiple effects through at the same time, instead of having like all these different gadgets velcroed together. Yay, it's plugged in. So I can't decide what to do with my hair next. But I am going to need some hair therapy here soon. And maybe I'll put like a quiz or something up. Not a quiz, I mean like a poll. And you guys can tell me if... Here, let's just do one for fun. Oops. I often do polls, but let's just do this for fun. How about, what should I paint on my hair next? Checkers, scales, or clouds? Let me know. Just for fun. Can we put this on? Okay, that's on. Promise I won't blow up your ears. Let me turn this fan off. I'll be right back. I'm back. Let me catch up with chat. Did anybody have a question? Powdered Toast Man. Yeah, I really like Powdered Toast Man. And especially that song Log. Was it even called Log? Like, I can't remember what it was called, but I know they sang about a log. Powdered Toast will get messy. That's what's so wonderful about it. It's like making out with powdered donuts. Which, if you have an emotional eating disorder, it can be quite much like sex in your mouth. Hot sex in your mouth. Part of my French YouTube. Molly, Molly, Molly. Do you have any questions, Molly, you want me to ask the cards? Did she leave? Did she pass out? Aww. She worked so hard. God, everyone's fun. I may pass out too if I get everything. Tara, what's that? I'll just get the guitar and serenade you all to bed. And I'll go to bed too because I'm pretty out of it. Spirit, are you there? Did it literally just say hi? Or did it just say me? Let's get a battery going in the REM pod. So instead of doing Essie's method tonight, I figured we would just chat a little bit and listen to the spirit box, maybe ask it some questions. See if anything wanted to talk to us. Funny, Jeremy, funny. Did the spirit box just say ye? Wow, it's very active tonight. Guys want scales. Let's see if this one's gonna work. Okay, Spirit, I've got the REM pod on for you if you want to talk. Or you want to let us know you're here by touching or singing us a song, playing a song on the REM pod like you did before. That is not normal. Hey, Subliminal Galaxy, welcome back. It's playing a song for us. What do you want to say to us tonight, Spirit? The spirit box is for you to speak to us through. If there's any good spirits that want to come through, let us know you're here. Aliens, yeah. We can talk about aliens. We can talk about magic. We can talk about the universe. We can talk about the Grateful Dead. We know you like the Grateful Dead. What is going on with it? It's like, can you see it? I'm going to touch it. Maybe it'll calm it down. I can't remember what I'm looking for. I'm looking for my mind. Will Idris Gemini contact you by next week? So I don't do wins, dear. I don't do timings. I'll ask if they'll contact you. Let's go ahead and split the deck and see what you need to know. So they're pretty much in limbo about contacting you right now. But it starts to feel naturally that they've reached out. Go ahead and get into the knowing already that, it's going to happen. It's already happened. It's going to happen. I know it's a limbo card. It's a hanged man, but this is not a bad card. This person's almost going to have an epiphany to call you. Oh, hey, I need to call that person. Okay? It'll be like you'll just think of them and the phone will text or ring and it'll be, random. So expect it. I'm going to crush be able to make it to your birthday trip. Let's go ahead and split the deck and see what you need to know. So you got a reversed one. What you need to know about this definitely is that, yeah, they can definitely make the effort. They want to make the effort. They think it would be fun in that reversed 10 of Wands. An alien with a stutter. Addison's probably sleeping. Give me 1 second. I'm not so certain that what's happening is even real. So I just have to, for myself, I don't know where all the crazy balls are. I'll have to find them tomorrow, but I think something's happening to the REM pod and I need to use a piece of tape to fix it. For some reason, when I put a 9-volt battery in the REM pod, they're suddenly just too small. I just don't get it. So maybe what's happening is the battery is falling out. No, it's not falling out at all, but I don't know. No, it's not going to make any difference. The tape is probably going to make it just worse. Maybe there really is something that... There really is something there. Touch the REM pod. Okay, all right. There's something there. I'm going to stop denying it. I'm going to sound like Pac-Man. Is there anything that you guys want to say through the spirit box? If you are here with the spirits, tell us your name. Can you say your name again? Did you say your name was Darren? Speak. Okay, hello, spirit box. Yes. Okay, so Confly says, hello, spirit box. Jeremy says, that one sounds so creepy. Liz says, LOL down, I'm back. Jeremy says, my name's Jeff. I'm going to read this out to you, Spirit. Ada P says, is me obsessing over me again? Let's split the deck and see what you need to know. Spirit, what do you think? Let's split the deck and see. Yes. In this 3 of Wands. So keep an eye out for yourself. Liz Love says, how are you, Spirit? Ada P says, thank you in advance. I can't stand it. You know, if you don't want him to be obsessing about you, just pretend they dropped off the planet. You know, met the love of their life. It wasn't you. Went back to jail. You know, whatever works and feels natural. Spirit, what made you want to become a spirit? Jeremy. Oh, yeah, I knew that, Ada. But I always push the version of my sister that I want to reject off my cloud. Because she thinks she's Princess of Doom, but I'm really the one. And then she shows up the better version of herself that I want her to be with me. Okay, so Spirit says, anything? Spirit, do you have a message for us, Spirit? Liz Love says. See, maybe you guys can see a little. I don't want you to see my trashy desk with all my art tools. Help. How can we help you? Off. Did you just tell me to fuck off? I don't trust anyone that doesn't cuss anyway, Spirit, so it's okay. Did you just say babe? That's so funny, Jeremy, that you said that as it said fuck off. That's hilarious. LOL. Confly said, LOL, it said it to Jeremy. LOL, nice. Jeremy's probably did. It probably did Confly. It did. It said fuck. Liz Love says, what's up, Spirit? Could you repeat that, please? Spirit said, hey. I think that's what it said was hey, Liz. It didn't say your name, but it said, hey. It's got kind of a low voice, this one. Hey, Cat, how are you? Okay, let me get this straight. Pardonnez-moi. Cece. So, was she insulting you? Or was Cece, I don't know why I said she, but I mean, it could be a guy, but I picked up feminine bitch qualities. So, insulting me when she said to me, oh, so it is a she. Okay, the qualities you want to practice instead of saying the qualities you have, implying that I do not already implement. Well, I have no idea what you're trying to ask, so I'm just going to ask Spirit what you need to know about that. We're going to split the deck. So, yes, Four of Pentacles. Okay, if the card was towards me, I would be like, reversed Four of Pentacles. But since it's towards you, I would say yes, yes. Very much so. So what I think this person is trying to say so much at the end of the day is that they want you to practice the qualities that you want to have in yourself and that you want to see in others, because what's going on within reflects. I don't think that they were being a poor, feminine, bitch quality energy. I think they were just trying to be high vibe with you instead of rude. Like, that's just what I pick up, I hope that helps. Keep me updated. I'm here for you. So Liz says, hey, Spirit, what's going on? Jeremy says, I'm here to piss you off, Spirit, and they scream and cry like a baby when Spirit reacts. So basically he's saying he wants to piss you off and then cry and chat like a baby man. So go spank Jeremy. He needs a spanky. I have no idea who Zach Baggins is. Sri Devi. Yes, ask a yes, no, maybe so, and sometimes why question. Spirit, what message do you have for Jeremy or for us? Confly says Spirit. Why is Spark Met censored YouTube? That makes no sense. Spirit, can you sing a song for us? Ruby dooby 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 doo. What will we eat this weekend? Will it be cake? Will it be fudge? What will we eat this weekend? I always sing this song to Ruby. It's so cute. Her reactions. There, I sang for you, Spirit. You gonna sing for me? Well, the REM pod died, so probably everything that was happening with the REM pod was because the battery died again. Man, I need to get a 9-volt battery charger, rechargeable battery, if that even exists. I know, like, I should know that this exists or not, but I live under a rock, under an enchanted forest, under an enchanted emerald city, and I don't know. I feel kind of sometimes like that bag lady in the labyrinth. Like, you're gonna need this, and you're gonna need that, you're gonna need this, gonna need that. Maybe this battery will work. Remember when sex toys only had batteries? I used to work at this hot head shop, and I would get that question asked a lot if we had batteries. It's like a head shop bong. Like, you could buy bongs and you could buy pipes. You could buy incense, but you could also buy sex toys. It was called Win Fair. It was like one of the first head shops ever in the country and first head shops in Atlanta. Okay, we're back. So if there's any good spirits that want to come and hang out with us, come touch the REM pod. Spirit, what does May need to know about Camel Darius? Contact me again. I want to reconcile. Okay, so let's see what the card is. You got a 9 of Cups. So yes, your wish will be fulfilled. But remember, you're both feeling a bit battered and bruised. You can change that by throwing away that old story, wiping it clean, and thinking about the new story that you want, the new love story you wish for in this 9 of Cups, okay? Keep me updated, May. Spirit's going to break out with 90s gangster rap? Okay, that would be great. Hey, Amy Savin, how are you, dear? Yes, you may ask a question. So we've got a poll as well at the top. Like, if you could play with the poll, that would be great too. If you could help me pick what to do to my hair next. Should I paint clouds on it? Should I paint checkers on it? Should I paint scales on it? Type lives love. Jeremy, have you hit that like button yet? Yeah, please like the live, y'all. I would be so grateful. Are you there, Snoop Dogg? He just said no. No, I wasn't talking about Tupac. I was actually literally talking about Snoop Dogg. You know, just checking to see if Spirit's on point. I'll be right back. So feel free to ask it questions. It reads. I'm back. If I had to get my phone because it was pretty much dead. Yes, people fart backwards. And pod's pretty quiet. You know, I almost moved to another house that has a graveyard in the backyard. Like, you look out the window, it's right there. But it fell through, unfortunately. It's in one of those 500 houses I tried to move into in the last 2 years. When I was dating Zillow, which I have permanently, well, not permanently, but semi-permanently broken up with. We're taking a break. We're in a situationship. It's so funny. Clouds is at 55%. Spirit, do you have anything you want to say to us tonight while we're still here? You know, I could be watching the Golden Girls and eating cheesecake, but instead I'm here talking to you. What do we need to know? Do you want to talk about the little girl buried under the house? Okay, so I gave it some time to talk about the, let me know if they thought that maybe it was the little girl under the house. So what about, are there any mill workers that want to talk to us? Are there any spirits that want to say something to us that we need to know about right now? Yeah? Well, Molly was going to come out today, but she had a rough day, so she didn't come out. Hopefully soon, though. Hopefully by then I'll have the spirit box portable so we can go up to the graveyard and do a live from the graveyard. Well, I guess I'll just have to use my imagination for the clouds. Wonder if I can make a cotton candy blue color for my hair. Because you'd think I would use white and blue, but really I just need blue. If anybody has any questions for the spirit box or for the tarot, please let me know. I'm going to catch up the chat now. Nina B, let's split the deck and find out. Remember, these cards are only for fun. You got the 9 of Cups. Well, here's the thing, Jennifer. Yeah, it's brave to go to the graveyard where the headstones are, but the thing is this: the graveyard goes out to the street. Now, it's not under the street. It's in our yard. It's in the yard and the house next to us. And it goes all the way up and around the whole block and ends at the creek. It's that way, and it's crazy. But it's not across the street under their house. It's just under these houses here, because when these houses were built, there wasn't like any kind of regulation to keep people from building over graves or old graves. They still have problems like that all over the country. Like some of the original performers of the Ringling Barnum and Bailey Circus in Tampa, where I grew up, they wanted to excavate their bones and their original grave sites so they could build apartments. Or, in fact, I think the whole bitch was the fact that they didn't even want to move the graves. They just want to bury over them and knock down the headstones. That's what it was. I mean, I've lived in Atlanta most of my life and grew up here too. I grew up in Little Five Points. But the short amount of time I spent in Tampa, I went to many creepy graveyards there. But the best graveyard I've ever been to, it's got to be Mount Auburn in Cambridge, Massachusetts. So if you are in the Massachusetts, New England area, it's a good date spot, I promise. Nice picnic date spot. Any graveyard is really. Well, I'm pretty sure we're all skeletons somewhere. You would love this graveyard, Jennifer. It's beautiful. Acres and acres and acres of it, okay? Some of it has butterfly gardens. Some of it has bird gardens. Some of it has food gardens. Some of it has ancient, majestic trees, a pond, a lake, and then some of the most beautiful monuments. Like, you'll go there and you won't even feel like you're in a graveyard. It's that amazing, Jennifer. And what's really cool is it has the whole scenery drive-through path. So if you just want to take a drive through it and you don't want to walk through it or anything, you just want to drive through it and see it, you can as well. So it's super cool. It's not like the creepy kind of graveyard that it's like that's like here where it's just a fence and a bunch of creepy graves from, the 18th and 19th century. I'm talking about Forever Hollywood Cemetery. Be right back. Let's flip the deck and see what you need to know about that, honey skull. So you got the Four of Pentacles. Definitely has some feelings there for you emotionally. Is that what kind you got? A pina colada Slurpee? Or a grape one? And a big fat vegan hot dog. You're welcome, honey skull. Good night, Ami. Be safe. That's my girl. Oh, this is God good. Oh, life is good. So tell me all about it. What would you put on it? Cotton fly? What would you put on it, girl? It's gonna read my book. Medical marijuana. Me too. For sure. I'm gonna go get my cup of tea. hot dog water. No thanks. You're gonna refrain from stating what you put on yours. Okay. Well, in a world where everything was right, I would definitely have a chili cheese dog from Variety here in Atlanta. And it would be covered and smothered in cheese and onions for sure, and chili. But then I would need to have a corn dog too, because I'm greedy. Greedy about corn dogs. And it would definitely have to have a side of mustard. And then I would have to have some variety. I would have to have some onion rings from the Variety. Yeah. For sure. Every time Molly comes here, we go to Crystals because there's no Crystals in Texas, unfortunately, unless you drive. Like there's one, I think there's one Crystals maybe. But it's like in Timbuktu, Texas. Ooh, chili fog. I like a chili fog. A chili fog is when you're driving to an audition late at night because you got to be there for it at 6 a.m. and you're having a chili dog from 7-Eleven while you're driving and it's foggy. So I'm just going to get ready for bed while we all hang out because it is a slumber party. Are you guys getting ready for bed? Because I am. I wonder if the ghost will say anything other than beep and bop and hi and twat. So yeah, anyways, Molly always comes here. We go to Crystals, right? But I really, 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 really want to take her to the Variety because that's like original Atlanta fast food that was here before Crystals, before McDonald's. I think that she would like it. You can't get Variety anywhere. You can't get the Variety anywhere else. They are not a food chain. They will always be a mom and pop food store right in the middle of Midtown. What do you guys prefer more, French fries or onion rings? What do you guys like more? I'm kind of in the middle. I'm in the middle for sure. Yeah, maybe we'll go there, Liz, when you come by, and we can hang out and go to the Variety. Yeah, I'm 50%. I'm 51% onion ring and the rest French fry. Because I think I could eat onion rings from anywhere, but I can't eat French fries from just anywhere. I don't think. I'm stingy. Like if it's not French fries from Checkers or Ralph's, I want McDonald's. But I don't eat French fries anymore unless they're pretty much homemade and not processed. So I'm learning how to make the French fries I like. At the end of the day, there's really nothing special about McDonald's French fries. You can make them right at home and they taste just like it. Now, as for the Checkers fries, I don't know. That's some other seasonings for sure. Yeah, I like sweet potato fries too. I forgot all about those. I'll have to go get some of those. I think they have them at the store and they're only 3 ingredients. Maybe even just 2. Like some olive oil and sweet potatoes, and that's it. The less ingredients, the less processed. The much better for me. God, Checkers French fries is God. They're so good. Like if there was one thing I could eat for the rest of my life, it would be those and chocolate milk. Is that terrible? Like vegan chocolate milk, okay? Hey Joey, welcome back to the Chammy, or welcome to the Chammy. Or Josie, sorry, I'm blind as a bat tonight. How you doing tonight, Josie? We're just talking about food and sex. Little bit of tarot. I'm back. I apologize. I had to get my jammies on. It is a slumber party. I felt like you could have been. So the reason that you can't think about it, stop thinking. The reason you can't think about it. The reason you can't stop thinking about it is because they're probably a romantic soulmate. They're probably thinking about it too. Okay, it happens. Okay, let's split the deck and see what you need to know. Not right now. They're sad about something, but the light is on and someone is home. So while, you know, they've been checking you out, they're just going through something where, you know, they're sad about something, okay? I mean, it's like it's crossed his line, but no, not to go really any much further until they're feeling a little bit better about themselves. Energy could change overnight, though. It could change in 5 minutes. I mean, based on what you're thinking and feeling. Yeah. You know, while that's traditionally a no card, yeah, those yes, no, maybe so's can get kind of boring. So I sometimes like to elaborate a little on my intuitive side about it. Plus, it's fun to ask, anyways. So if you are subscribed to the channel, please like the live if you haven't yet. Thank you so much for already liking the live, you guys. Leave a comment if any of you want to get into the contest or the free 40 card in-depth tarot card reading. I haven't done a winner on that yet this month. I've just been too spaced out to do it with other things. But I will get to it, I promise. And we'll do it tomorrow night during the live, like the first thing. I'll go through July's comments and see who was there, who was not, and who's eligible. I don't know about clouds, you guys. I don't know, but definitely keeping a rainbow. I shouldn't have put clouds because clouds is a lot. The hair is going to have to go from black to silver first. I don't know if I can do that. I'll try though. Maybe I could try. Might be a lot easier than what I was thinking. I'll just have to go with whatever the color strip will do because it's Arctic Fox's Transylvania scales. Excuse me, I got a frog in my throat. Last time I did scales, it came out looking like a quilt. A quilt. It was my first hair painting fail. The fun thing about painting your hair, though, is like even if you do fail, it still looks fabulous because hair has so many different dimensions and there's so much of it. It might look like poop. It won't look like poop if the hair starts out silver, I promise. So you would basically just paint it like the rainbow I've got in my hair. You know, thin panel by thin panel. Of course, I have no idea what it will look like. You know, you're going to have to brush it a certain way to look at the clouds for sure. So it could just look like, you know, blotchy blue hair too at the end of the day. I don't know. If I don't like it, we can always do something else. But I'm keeping that rainbow. Gosh, I don't know if I want to be rainbows in a cloud and freaking blue skies. And my head really would be in the clouds. Awesome. Maybe that's where I need to be. Instead of Queen of Swords all the time. I don't know. We'll just have to see what happens. Hope everyone had a good day. Hope everyone had a good weekend. Did it just say me? Do you want to talk, Spirit? Are you ready to talk to us again? You want to say something, Spirit? And you know what's really strange? When my friends come visit me in Atlanta, like, it's like we don't go do anything because it's so interesting to just sit around and be haunted. Molly and I have definitely gone and done things before, or other friends and I, like, we'll go out to eat or whatever. We'll go to the park, take a walk, check out the creepy old houses around the neighborhood. But there's so many fantastic places to visit in Atlanta. And I don't understand how this house becomes so enchanting that we forget about the outside world. It's really very easy to do that. It's kind of like it's kind of like another dimension. I don't know if it's just my personal vortex, or if it's the house's personal vortex, or if it's the vortex mixing together. I don't know. It's strange. It's very strange, you guys. I do definitely want to do an Estes method in the center of the house, which is on my floor, and put the REM pod in the center of the house, in the center of the property. I think would be really interesting. It can be a really nice nap. It's so quiet too sometimes. Like, and then if you're lucky enough and the river's high enough, you can actually open the window and hear the waterfall and fall asleep to it. Excuse me. Well, they talk about this thing called echoes, which I've brought up before, Cottonfly, and they're like echoes from the past. And I was wondering if the chanting in the woods thing might be an echo from the past. So if there's any spirits here that can tell us more about the chanting in the woods, can you say anything about that or tell us anything about that? I'll be right back. Spirit, are you there? Do you want to talk about the chanting in the woods? What about, do you know anything about the chanting in the woods? I'm going to count to 30 and see if it says anything. Hey, Lita, are you still there? Purple. It just said purple. It went purple. Purple. Pardon me. So I'm going to have the portal open for a little while longer. If anybody's here and you have a question, feel free to ask. Still doing paid readings for a little while longer. But definitely going to be getting offline here very soon because it's very late. And I have a Mog House calling me. A human dog bed calling me, actually. Are there any spirits we can call upon that might be able to tell us about the chanting in the woods? What if I play the chanting in the woods for you? Will you recognize it maybe? Let me play it for you. Lito, how are you, babe? Does my old friend feel any regret with how they treated me? Let's split the deck and see what you need to know, babe. Yes, the Fool. They want a new story with you. I hope somehow that helps. Interesting. So there's somebody else that also has a video called The Chanting in the Woods. And they did these videos like 8 years ago. The Chanting in the Woods, the Chanting in the Woods, Chanting in the Woods. Chanting in the Woods. I had never seen those before. I'm going to have to. You're welcome, babe. I'm going to have to check those out before I go to bed.
My cats were freaked out.
Listen, Spirit, if you can. Spirit, are you there? Can you tell us anything about that? Is there anything that we need to know about that chanting, Spirit? We heard it not too recently for the first time in many years the other night. I'm going to keep persisting and asking this question until one of you shows up and tells me what I need to know about it. I hope you guys had fun at the slumber party tonight. I am going to be live for another 15 minutes, maybe. We'll just see how it goes. Spirit, are you there? Touch the REM pod or say something into the spirit box to us. Are you maybe not talking to us because you went to sleep too? I sometimes wonder, do they sleep? Do they sleep like we do? Do they have to have a time where their consciousness is at rest so that they can be active? I want to know more about ghosts for sure. I don't want to necessarily be a ghost right now at all. But I do want to know more about the spirits that live here or that are near me or near any of us in the chat. But yeah, I bet you they sleep. I mean, if their consciousness, okay, if their consciousness, and in our consciousness is a state that we are in all the time, that is our inner being, that is our within. And you think about them and how they used to have a rental car. Spirits used to have a rental car at some point. I don't know so much about per se incubuses or supernatural, but when we talk about hypernatural spirits, consciousness that's from within, I mean, they come here to get a body, to have a human experience. So it's like, I would believe that as a spirit, you would maybe feel differently, experience your senses differently. Supposedly, when you die, the last thing to go is your hearing. I think it's incredibly irresponsible of them to not tell us that sooner. I would have cried less at the deaths I've seen. But what is it that's happening in this experience we're having now by asking some of these questions that I just don't see other people who have spirit boxes asking? You know, I don't think they can taste. I mean, they don't have mouths or taste buds. I don't even know that they can really speak. Of course, they can't speak in our 3D reality, though, because this is our 3D reality, and they can speak through me because I will channel them through SD's method or maybe cards or whatever. But they still need my mouth. They still need the cards. Whereas this is a little bit different with the REM pod and the spirit boxes. I would say that, you know, if we close our eyes and we think about when we're sleeping, like we're still in our consciousness, we're still very aware, and it's the most important time and the most awake time of our consciousness when we sleep. It's even more turned on than ever, opposed to like when you're awake driving a car or awake here on YouTube with me or at your job or whatever it is you guys do during the week or the weekends. But we've experienced them being able to, the ones that we've talked to in the last few months over the summer, they can read. And we know that because one of them was smart enough to speak through the spirit box and spell XPLR on my shirt. Or, see, the thing about the SU's method is I don't know what the questions are going to be. I can set a topic, but I don't know that we'll stay on course with it because I don't ever know what the questions are that are asked until or if I watch it back. I have to watch it back to see, but I rarely watch them back unless there's something relevant that was spooky or made some sense. Or so I'm wondering now, like, as our consciousness, I mean, there's no way I could stay up more than a few days and feel okay. A friend of mine, 2 friends of mine, Diablo 4 came out. They didn't sleep for 3 days. I had to call 911. And they sent 3 police officers before they sent the ambulance because I said my friend felt like they were hallucinating. Anyways, finally they realized we were on drugs. We were not on drugs, nor did we do them or have them. So they brought the ambulance. They let the ambulance come through down the street to pick him up. So weird. Pick both of them up. And that's fine. If they want to get together and have a slumber party and veg out on their favorite video game, fine. But it was not fun. And when I say I don't know that I could even stay up more than a day, how about that? We'll use that as an example. We all know at some point we have to rest our consciousness, our physical consciousness, but our subconscious is always there, which is what our hypernatural sense, spirit energy comes from, I think, in what is ghosts and afterlife, maybe, possibly. But maybe they need some downtime so that they can push buttons and regenerate their energy and speak through a spirit box and do whatever it is that spirits do. I don't know how they think when they don't have a brain. I don't know how they feel when they don't have a synapses. I don't know how they touch when they don't have a hand. I don't know how they speak when they don't have a mouth. I don't know how they literally see and comprehend without eyeballs. But I will say that when I was dead for a very short amount of time after the car accident, I was completely aware of everything going on in my consciousness, my subconsciousness. I couldn't see, but I couldn't even hear. Couldn't see, I couldn't hear. But I definitely could feel my senses. I felt in control of my senses, especially my 6th sense. Oh, I'm so jelly you got taquitos. I haven't had a taquito in ages. What flavor is the Slurpee? Gray Slurpee. Ghost box. Purple. You're right. I'm like, give me grape Slurpee and the fucking box said purple. This spirit tonight is quiet but has a sense of humor. It literally told Jeremy to fuck off when he asked it to earlier. I mean, like on point. That's what I'm talking about. Like, so maybe the ghosts have to sleep, get a little nappy in, close to the human dog bed, or on the futon, or on the old couch if there's room. Right now I got parts of Cadillacs all over the couch. I'm going to start making clothes out of Cadillac tailgates, Escalade tailgates. Maybe we'll start with a little bikini. I mean, who else could think this up? No one. I'm kidding. Oh, buy this junk for art, please. Someone. I get the weirdest messages on eBay for that junk. They want me to sell them to them, these people, for whoever shows up and wants them, for $10 when they're brand new and never been used, and you could get it from the factory for like $40. So I try to sell them for about $25 because I know what they do with them. They just take them, paint them, and try to sell them as a knockoff version of the $1,000 ones that are painted black and gray or gray on black. But I don't care. I don't have time to paint them. I'll take the $25. Coca-Cola and cherry. Oh, I love Coca-Cola cherry Slurpee. So good. I really miss 7-Eleven. I'm disappointed they don't have grape Slurpee anymore, though. Do I listen to Tom Jones? Not often, no. Should I? Tom Jones, are you there? I mean, I'm pretty sure I've randomly listened to Tom Jones, but not lately, no. Have you ever listened to Toto? Spirit, do people like Tom Jones? Spirit, are you there? We were just talking, that maybe they take naps. I'm pretty much the only awake person in the house right now. And there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of us. I didn't go to bed till 6 a.m. And then I took most of the day off because I needed it after the week I've had. I've actually had the call center off all night because I just wasn't feeling cheeky for it. Wow, it's 3 a.m. I think since it's so quiet around here, we're not getting anything on the REM pod. We're not getting anything on the spirit box. No one's coming in for any readings. Maybe we should just go night-night. We're out here at Pete's Coffee, tables listening to club. Bar crowd stumble around and notice. My zipper is open. Oh God, that takes me back to being like 12. It feels good, doesn't it? Well, at least it wasn't your coin slot hanging out. I'd much rather my fly be down than my coin slot be out. Unless it's this coin slot. If you know what I mean. I guess I will have another one of these since I am going to go night-night here in a minute. I'm telling you, we should do podcasts about it. Yes. Drinks on pogo balls. I know you heard of pogo sticks, but do you remember pogo ball? Good night, Lido. I really like pogo ball. Pardon me. Man, I wish I had a pogo ball still. Do they even make them anymore? Ow! God, it was someone said it was the worst, best toy of the 80s. So it looks like Saturn, and you put it between your feet and jump on it like a pogo stick, only it's pogo ball. It's a fucking awesome toy. I'd pogo ball back and forth to school if I could. Oh, that commercial's funny that he's showing in that video. Jump out of the 50s and into the 80s. It says in the video that it sent tons of kids to like the ER, but that's because they weren't graceful like me. I don't know though. I was pretty rough on myself. I mean, I was always skinning my knee and doing crazy stuff with the bicycles and but yeah, I love pogo ball. Yeah, they were like our hoverboards. Oh, that's funny. He says in the video that he's never met anyone who was good or could even pogo ball. Bitch, please. Give me a pogo ball now. I'll pogo ball you out with Liz Frank injury. It's so much fun. I mean, it's so much fun. I mean, if you can like even get on a skateboard, just stand on it, just get on it, you can pogo stick, pogo ball. I mean, yeah. We would skin our knees after running into each other on bikes or skates, and then they'd heal up a little bit, and then we'd beat each other up and knock each other off our bikes and skin our knees that were already skinned over again. Crazy. Any hoodle noodle. I hope y'all had fun tonight at this Friday night slumber party. Spirits are pretty quiet, so we're just going to say goodnight. Thank you for your time, Spirit. Thank you for your time, everybody. Thank you for the likes. I had fun watching wrestling tonight. It was good to see Charlotte Flair and Bianca kick some butt. It's going pretty good, Alphonse. We're about to go 9-9. It's the end of our slumber party tonight. How are you doing? Are you feeling any better? How are you recovering with your surgery? Good. I'm glad to hear you're okay, ma'am. That's cool. I'm going to jump off YouTube, and I will do my best to come back a couple times today when I get some time to see you guys. I'm kind of working on multiple different video projects as well as different projects around the house to get ready to move somewhere, or I don't know where, somewhere out there. I am just really excited about getting all that done and together. But hopefully we'll see each other Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. You had an issue with something you ate? I'm sorry to hear that. Did it upset your stomach or something? Oh, you're so welcome. I hope that you feel better. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water. If water gets boring, coconut water, it's got a lot of electrolytes in it, and it's much healthier for you than Gatorade. Eat some watermelon if you can. That's also very hydrating. Water is going to help you heal faster and help you hydrate more, in case you've been doing any crying or whinging, which will take a lot of energy out of you and also make you dehydrated. Plus, recovering from surgery can also make you extra dehydrated as well. So your stomach's upset? Ginger Dramamine chews will help. Keeping ginger ale on hand. Try not to eat anything too, just what you can tolerate, or what you feel you can tolerate. It's okay to cry. We wouldn't have tear ducts if we weren't meant to cry. Once we made out a door between a tree and the gas station brick fence. We played on it all summer till I climbed off one day and the wind blew the door out and towards me. It almost hit me, left my ass off. I cried for 13 hours straight the other day. Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that. Try some non-ghosting techniques, like pretending you don't know what that is, or nobody ever does that to you, or go back to a time when there was no ghosting. And it was just, well, she couldn't call tonight because maybe she fell asleep. Tell yourself something different. So call me when she gets a chance. They do. They always come back. Promise. Yeah, sometimes even if we don't want them to, and then sometimes it takes forever for them to come back because of our own resistances. I'm gonna eat this nectarine for breakfast in the morning. Can't wait. I've been charging it with ghosts. So, make sure that you're getting plenty of rest, okay? Because that's really, really, really important when it comes to your recovery. Is the sleep that you get. Ow, ow, ow! My wrist is in like a lot of trouble, you guys. I don't know what's going on with it. I really need acupuncture really bad. Oh yeah, it's from just everything. It's from the cards. It's from the chores. It's from the getting things ready to go wherever we go, whatever we do. Yeah, I gotta go to sleep. I'm gonna fall asleep sitting here with my eyes open. I never say, well, he's married to that hateful bitch. I always say, well, he's my man. And we're in a happy, healthy, harmonious partnership or relationship or marriage or whatever. Whatever floats your boat. Because I could no longer stand to say, oh, he's with this other woman and I'm just going to have to accept it and I'm happy for them. No. I'm not going to stand for that. And I know that sounds selfish or mean or crazy or something like that. I don't know. And I know everyone can't or isn't there yet. But you could get there if you wanted to. But when we get frustrated, it's a lot. But it's probably a lot easier to say I'm happy for them or they're dating or whatever. But I can't go down that road again. I just can't do it to myself anymore. Because I feel like the circumstances, I could never truly honestly say that I'm happy for them because of circumstances of the reality in the 3D from my own personal experience being negative. Like, why would I want somebody who I would take a bullet for with someone that might put a bullet through him? If she would do what she did to me, she's capable of anything. So at the end of the day, I feel like, well, okay, I made a fucking of this shit. So I did this with my thoughts. I'm going to take responsibility and accountability and I'm going to fix it with my thoughts. So I could get so I could or can or will have what I want, which is not whatever the fucking the old story is, for sure. It's taken me a long time, though, to get to that point where I understood that and felt it, and it felt natural. So we'll just see what happens, I guess. It's easy to say, but it feels so much better to be in that place where it's like you accept expecting it instead of expecting what doesn't serve you. Even though at the end of the day it can be like, whatever, happy for them, because it becomes easier. It becomes the path of least resistance, so you don't have to go and explore the feelings of whatever it is that's making you feel like you can't just cross the path of, what should we call it? Cross the path of the fucking to the new path of least resistance. Maybe that's what it is. But anyways, I'm going to go. You're going to go. We're going to go. We're all going to go watch Johnny Carson and go 9-9. Yeah, for certain. It's already happened. Get some rest. Sweet dreams. Sayonara. Arrivederci. Kalanita. I'll be back tomorrow. Okay, guys? Hopefully several times instead of just one time. Okay. Good night. Sweet dreams. Talk to you soon.